Hello everyone. This week is an exciting week. We have Hanukkah coming up on Thursday night, and it goes for 8 nights. And if you don't have your Hanukkah supplies ready, now's a good reminder to grab a menorah, grab some candles if you need them. I have some available. You can reach out to me. So I want to share a little thought on Hanukkah to get us in the Hanukkah spirit. So one of the interesting things about Hanukkah is that the prayers for Hanukkah, they put a big stress on these words, that the Greeks sought to take away your Torah and your commandments, God's Torah and God's commandments, instead of simply saying that the Greeks didn't like the fact that the Jews were following the Torah and doing the commandments. But the prayer puts a stress on the fact that it's God's Torah and God's commandments. And some of the Hasidic masters explain that the Greeks didn't mind if the Jews studied Torah for the sake of study, like any other philosophy that you would study in college or in school or anywhere or on your own. They didn't mind that. But what they couldn't understand is why the Jews studied it, because it's God's Torah, that there was some sort of holiness into it, and it was God's Torah. And they didn't mind if Jews got together for Shabbat to create a community, to be together, but they couldn't understand that you had to bring God into it. Why are you doing it for God? And there are certain commandments that we call chukim. They were our commandments that God gave us that we don't have a reason. We don't necessarily understand why we do them. Many of the commandments, God gave us a reason. Don't kill, don't steal. God gave us reasons, we understand them. And then some commandments like keeping kosher and laws of purity, we don't understand. God gave them to us without a reason, but we still do them with the same conviction because we're doing them as a commandment that God gave us. And that's something that the Greeks couldn't understand. They didn't mind if you had this culture, but they were very into culture, but they didn't like the fact that there was God in the religion. And especially this message resonates now when you look around, and some people, you look back at religion and say, whatever. And others say, oh, it's fine, but leave God out of the religion. The stories are good, and the heritage and everything, and Passover and Hanukkah and all the stories are good. But why so much God? Why so much of a belief in God? And so the story of Hanukkah reminds us that it's important that God is in our daily lives. Every morning we wake up, we say the Moda'ani prayer. We thank God for giving us another day. While we're still in bed, we say a little prayer, one-liner, and we acknowledge that our day was given to us by God. We could have gone to sleep and not woken up. We went to sleep and we woke up. We thank God for giving us that gift, that miracle. So as we light our menorah this coming Thursday night, look at the flames, see what the message the flames tell us, to reconnect, to strengthen our belief in God. And sometimes it's hard, it's dark outside. Times are tough, things around us look scary, but the little candle, that little flame brightens up the darkness. That belief in God, that trust in God adds a lot of light into the dark world around us. So I want to wish you a happy Shabbos and a happy Hanukkah. And we've actually arranged a very COVID-safe event that there's no excuses not to join. It's a Hanukkah parade. First time in Paradise Valley. We're really excited about it. Wednesday, December 16th at 6 o'clock, we'll be gathering at Town Hall. You come with your car if you want to put a menorah on top. There's a limited supply. Otherwise, we have little flags that can go in the window. And join the Hanukkah spirit. We'll drive around Paradise Valley with a police escort and bring the joy of the holiday to the streets of Paradise Valley. We'll lighten up the darkness. If you're interested in joining, it's jewishparadisevalley.com/parade. And I look forward to seeing you, wishing you a good Shabbos and a happy Hanukkah.